an innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt, and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Wait. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
And we welcome you back to the hangar for tonight's Findlay Volkswagen Game of the Week. It's the home team, the Dixie Flyers, against the visiting Desert Hills Thunder. Even though about maybe a 15-minute drive if there's heavy traffic in southern Utah separating these two teams' schools. And Devin Dixon and Andy Griffin with you. And let's take a look at our Sky Mountain starting lineups, and we're going to see the usual faces tonight. And we get you closer to the tip-off. Both these teams sport great overall records. In fact, both teams have lost 3 games. First place on the line.
Yeah, and you don't figure they're going to, either one of them are going to lose next Wednesday. So because they'll both be favored in those games. So you figure it's whoever wins this game is going to, at the halfway point, be kind of have a leg up and be the team that will have a chance to win the championship. And I mean, a lot is on the line, because that means maybe playing a tougher opponent in the second round. First and second both get home playoff games in the first round, but in the second round you could be facing a number 1 seed. And that could be a tough, we're talking about teams like Ridgeline and, some of those great teams throughout the state.
Let's make the starting lineup for the Desert Hills Thunder, brought to you by Sky Mountain Golf Course. In Hurricane, breathtaking views, awesome greens. Course is in fantastic shape right now. Get your peak season punch passes. Hit it to the sky at Sky Mountain. It's going to be the Mars brothers. They're twins, not identical. Tyler a little bit taller than Ryan. Both really even in statistics, both rebounding and in points. They're both, could overtake each other, as there's still a number of games left to go. And then you've got Weber at one wing, Tucker Peterson at the other wing, and then point guard Trey Allred, who averages almost as many assists per game as he does points.
And we will see a lot of Trevin Lindstrom too. He's not in the Sky Mountain starting lineup, but he will come in and be the 6th man off the bench. And he has instant offense. He hits those threes in a big hurry.
Let's meet the Dixie starting lineup for you. And they made it really simple this year. It's interesting.
Yeah.
They've numbered them 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your starting lineup in the program.
Yeah, 0 is Derek Cox, and Cox has got a lot of pressure on him tonight because he has got to guard the basket. I thought he did a great job of really neutralizing Joey Robertson. Blocked a couple of shots early on Wednesday night, and then Cox, from that point on, his job was actually easier because Robertson was tentative.
Yeah, Wilgar will be getting a start again. And Wilgar's a guy that hasn't really asserted himself that much. When he looks to get to the middle of the key and score, he can, but he's only about a 5.5 point per game player. But we know about his athleticism. In fact, I noticed the Dixie State football coach was here watching Coach Shane McClure. He wants him bad to play football over at DSU. Then you've got Bodema and Cup at the other wings, and then the point guard is Brody Henderson. Coach Cup, of course, the head coach. And Tanner Cup, his son, is the team's leading scorer, about 15 points per game. Bodema averages about 13.
Coach Cup told me the other night, he said, you know what, the guys that really are the example to us on defense are, we already mentioned him, Jace Bennett and then R.J. Wilgar. He said, the rest of my guys, maybe Cuff's an example on offense, Henderson's an example on ball handling, but the examples on defense are Wilgar and Bennett. And, those guys kind of bring a toughness to this Dixie team. Remember how tough that team was last year with T.Y. and those guys. And I think this team is starting to gain that toughness behind Wilgar and Bennett.
All right, those are your Sky Mountain starting lineups. And again, appreciate Sky Mountain Golf Course in Hurricane as we get ready for the tip-off here tonight. Hey, it is packed. I told you, get here early. We got people everywhere, and the entryways are still filling in here tonight as there is standing room only at the hangar. It's not the biggest gymnasium in Region 9 basketball. We've got it packed to the hill, and that's what we want. Student body section showing up at large for Desert Hills. Dixie, they're all bouncing up in the air, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, you got to love the atmosphere here. I love what a great high school sports town this is, St. George in southern Utah area. It's just good stuff.
All right, let's tip it off tonight, and it's brought to you by Soltis Financial Advisors. It'll be Cox versus Tyler Mars at the emblem, the Dixie D at center court. Tip is in the air, and it's won by the Dixie Flyers for a second, but it went out of bounds, and it'll be Desert Hills basketball. Cox batted it too far out of bounds.
Well, you know what? R.J. Wilgar patted himself on the chest and said, you know what? I should have been ready for that. And he probably should have been. He should have at least gotten a hand on it, maybe tipped it to himself, but it will be Thunder basketball.
Welcome in to the broadcast, ESPN Radio, Sports Radio 977.com, or CEC TV as the Thunder get the first possession. Weber holding out top. Looks at a bounce inside for Mars. Drop step, baby hook off the window and got it. Ryan Mars, the first bucket of the night.
Remember, Joey Robertson, considered by many the best center in the region, didn't score all night. Mars already has a bucket in the paint.
Tossed into the backcourt, and Wilgar's going to let it go out of bounds, and that's a turnover by the Dixie Flyers. Desert Hills has it right back up 2-0 on the one-loss scoreboard. Appreciate the dedicated personal injury attorneys at One Law keeping track of the score for us all night long. We'll have some Hearst Ace hardware updates from the other games tonight. Cedar is at Hurricane, and Pineview and Canyonview play each other.
Hurricane's an interesting team. So is Cedar, because you never quite know what to expect from those teams. It feels like that could be a blowout in Hurricane's favor, but you just never know.
A little over 35 seconds into this game. Tucker Peterson on the elbow has it poked away, and it's stolen away. He was lazy going after it. Brody Henderson says, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, I think he thought Allred had it and said, "Oh, you just take the ball," but Allred didn't go get it either.
Into Bottom, reverse land, got it. Carson Bottom finds the bottom of the net.
Yeah, wow, already we're seeing one of our Camping World keys to the game, the inside play. Bottom and Mars inside buckets.
Left elbow, it's Tucker Peterson. Fractured his wrist, missed some significant time, but they got him back earlier than expected. Trey Allred takes a three, and Derek Cox with the swat. Here comes Henderson, one-on-one, challenging Peterson. Got it with the left hand from the left side.
Yeah, Brody got away with a little bit of a carry on the approach, and that's what got the defender to kind of come out, and then he went all the way in and got the basket.
Out top in the corner now, it's Allred. Give it up to Tucker Peterson. 4-2. Dixie has their first lead of the night. Thunder with possession. Peterson off a screen, high dribble. Stops, elbow jumper, 15. Bucket's good by Tucker Peets.
Wow, that's a difficult shot. I mean, we're talking about 9 out of 10 on the difficulty scale, but he nailed it. It was a swish.
Henderson working on Allred. Fun little matchup within the matchup between the point guards tonight. Cuff in the corner.
Cuff only had 4 the other night. Kind of a disappointing outing for him. He wants to start good, but that was ugly.
Tyler Weber blocks it. Cuff said he hit me on the arm. No call. But it will stay with the Flyers, and they'll go double stack fist. The call on the entry inbounds pass. It'll be behind the basket on the baseline.
Yeah, I think Mars trying to box Cox out of there, and he had to kind of push him out of the way so he didn't get the easy putback.
Cuff drives the middle, and in traffic, they're going to blow it dead. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Put 2 hands. That's the emphasis. Can't run the 2 hands to prohibit the movement. And the first foul of the night, or second foul of the night on the Thunder.
I think Dixie needs Cuff to be aggressive. He was not very aggressive the other night, even though they beat Snow Canyon. They need Tanner Cuff to say, "I'm the man." Travel. Yep.
Derek Cox, turnover Flyers. That's their second early turnover here in this game.
He the defender Mars gave a little bit, and he kind of shuffled his feet trying to get his balance. And Coach Cuff looking at Derek saying, "Come on, man."
We're tied 4-4 on the one-loss scoreboard. 5:40 left, first quarter on the Riverside Business Insurance clock. Trey Allred off a high pick. Nothing there. Back out top to Peterson. Peterson on a bounce, crossover, nothing there, terminates, give it back up to Trey Allred. Man-to-man defense applied by the Flyers. Weber going to step into a deep two, no good. Rebound fought for it. Tucker Peterson goes and gets it, and they call a push on Brody Hitterson.
Now Peterson, again, one of those guys, we talked about it in pregame, Devin. He has a knack for knowing where the ball is going to carry him off the rim. Some people just have that, you know, and I brought up Dennis Rodman before. I don't love the worm, but I'll tell you what, the guy could rebound the heck out of the basketball. He had a couple of 30 rebound games in his career. Peterson's that way. He can anticipate it.
Yeah, and he's going to take a seat now as we've got our first substitution as Jacob Barbin checks in. Deep three, no good by Tyler Weber. Thunder trying to get an offensive rebound. Mars going to travel with it, and it's back to the Dixie Flyers.
Yeah, he got pushed a little bit by the knee of the defender in the back, and he was trying to kind of regain the ball, regain his balance. None of that worked out. So turnover, and we're tied at 4-4. It's already a more entertaining and better played game than that Snow Canyon-Dixie game on Wednesday.
Barba behind the back. Little showtime with the dribbling. Now Cuff with a little no-look, goes the other way left, and hangs and hits with a kiss off the glass by Tanner Cuff.
Little street ball there, a little pickup ball, a little church ball, hack and shack and throwing it in there. And nice little spin off the glass. Good play by Tanner Cuff.
6-4 Flyers back on top of Desert Hills by 2. 4:45 left first quarter. Weber looking for an entry. Ryan Mars not even posting up, calling for the ball, so he goes out top to Tucker Peterson. Peterson now looking for an entry, nothing there. Weber, left side, there's the pick, has a crease, goes to Milkey, stops, doesn't shoot. Instead kicks out to Allred to reset. Weber. Through already Tucker Peterson. He's going to take one from way downtown. He left it short.
I think they need Lindstrom in there. He'll break down this, the defensive Dixie a little bit better. Get some shooting in.
Wilgar kick to the corner to Barbin. Back to Cuff. Open look at a team D3, and the bucket's good by Tanner Cuff. He's got a quick 5-0 run by himself.
Devin, imagine the conversation in the Cuff household the last 2 days. You know, Tanner didn't play very well. They were able to squeak it out against Snow Canyon, but I'm sure Coach Cuff, every time he saw his son, he said, son, I need you to be more aggressive.
And they need him to keep shooting, and he's come out shooting and shooting it well with 5 points. It's game high, 9-4 the lead by the Flyers over the Thunder. Inside to Mars, backing his way into the paint against Cuff. Now he goes through a double team, and they call a jump ball tie-up. I think Cox was the guy that came over and got the block on the tie-up.
Derek Cox had 2 big blocks in the first quarter against Robertson and Snow Canyon, and it kind of changed the game for Robertson and the team. Watch this on the replay for those on TV. He anticipates, puts his hand right on top of the ball. That's a jump ball, alternate possession to the Flyer.
And now we've got Akili Prince checking in, and Jay Spinnett also in for Coach Cuff. Trevin Lindstrom checking in for Coach Turley in Desert Hills. He comes in for Tyler Weber, who's still been battling the flu all week long, but he told me before the game he is feeling a lot better, but still not 100%. And it's steal by Lindstrom, but they call a reach-in.
Well, he thought he had it. He was off to the races. The referee says, no, come on back here. We're going to reset this thing. Team foul number 3 on the Desert Hills Thunder. Coach Turley looking sharp in his beige shirt and gold tie.
It's his go-to, baby.
Yep.
Thunder colors. 9-4 lead for Dixie. They have possession. Keely Prince to Cuff. Step back 3. Good look, and he didn't get this one to drop. Rebound by Cox.
Good to see Taylor Cox out there. He's been hurting, with that concussion.
Lindstrom drives the middle, lost the handle, kick out to Allred. Only 1 3 hit in this game so far. That was by Cuff and the Flyers. Leave it for Cox off the pass from Allred. Stolen away. Here comes Tanner Cuff. 2-on-2. Fakes to Bennett. Hangs in. Left it short. Rebound, though, by Wilgar. Barbin now drives the key. Goes into Cox, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Jacob Barbin.
That's one thing Taylor Cox brings to this team more than any other player. He takes the charge, and see the replay on here. He just stands there. And, Barbin, nice acrobatic move trying to go around him, but bottom line is he got about 70% body on body, and that's an offensive foul.
Bottom checks back in.
It's been a fun and frenetic first 5 minutes, hasn't it?
Yep, 9-4, Dixie leads. Just under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Devin Dixie and Andy Griffin with you here from the hangar. Packed house tonight. Lindstrom, 3, no, too strong. Rebound all alone there. And it was Barbin, head to bottom. Barbin wants to attack, leaves it up and under. They're going to call a block as he gave it up to Prince, but he was fouled. Lindstrom, I think, got his second quick one. No, it's going to go on Taylor Cox, his first.
Yeah, Cox kind of flopped a little bit on that one. I wonder how many times Taylor Cox goes to the floor in a given game. He did get the go-ahead from the doctors. Doctors told him just a few minutes on Wednesday night. He got those in, and then played the full game. Played a full game so far in this game, and it doesn't look like there's going to be a time limit on him as there's a violation.
Turnover back to the Thunder. Mistake there.
They call it offensive
foul on Carter Abbott is what they actually called.
Abbott's a tough kid. Muscular, good build.
So Abbott gets the personal foul.
That's a young. You know, I go to the gym 3 times a week, and everybody wants a body like Carter Abbott's at the gym. You know, I mean, kid is well built and well put together.
Lindstrom, skip it to Mars. Tyler, give it up to Lindstrom. Lindstrom had it poked away to Abbott. Lead pass ahead to Bennett. Bennett traced down by Mars, and he fouls him and one. Chase Bennett.
Yeah, you know what happened? He mishandled the ball a little bit, Devin, on the catch. And by the time he gathered and got it all put together, Mars had caught up and fouled him, and Bennett had the wherewithal to get it up on the glass and chance for now an and one or the hoop and the harm.
And it was just a turnover that led to it. There's some transition.
Right here. He mishandles a little bit, and by the time he gets it, Mars is there, and it's a foul.
Can't get the free throw, though, from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Fuel it up, wash it down, and save at the 2 Southern Utah locations. Don't forget about their unlimited car wash club, just $25 a month, and you get a free upgrade on Tuesdays to the VIP every week. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go first quarter, 11-4. 7-point lead, largest of the game for the Flyers. But Tucker Peterson changes that with a 15-foot jumper from the free throw line, and it's good.
Yeah, that had been 4:25 since they had scored, and that was also on a Peterson jumper. So good bucket for Desert Hills. They needed that.
He has 4 points. Ryan Mars has the other field goal for Desert Hills. Bottom a little leaner, got it to drop from the elbow.
Such a difference in two nights, but for Dixie, they couldn't buy one in the first half against Snow Canyon.
And remember, Wednesday against Hurricane, Desert Hills was down 21-11 at the end of the first quarter. As Mars is going to take a jumper, no good. Loose ball rebound knocked out, a bounce back to the Flyers, but they cut it to 5 at the half, and then it ended up winning by 5 and just won the second, third, and the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and Coach Turley said they put in the full court press, and that changed that entire basketball game because instead of plotting and waiting for Hurricane to hit those deep balls, they forced the issue, and tempo was huge in that game. That's why we brought it up in the pregame in this one.
You go back to Monday, Dixie had a 17-0 run against them in their loss to Skyview. Thank you. 13-6 here.
Number 2 ranked Bobcats.
Brody Henderson catch and shoot 3. No good. Loose ball rebound going to be on Will Garr of the Flyers. Little push off. I think he was just kind of holding. And the deep carom, he extended that arm. We'll take a look. Good look. A deep 3 by Henderson. And there's Will Garr, which is a little gentle shot.
That's a ticky-tack call. Let him play.
Not a lot of contact.
Yeah.
Lindstrom left side, holding. Gives it up to Wilkins, who just checked in. Both teams going deep in the bench.
I like Wilkins. Did some good things up there in Cedar in his debut, and Billy's been good ever since.
Wide open backdoor cut. Pump fake, and he's fouled. Maybe went a little too far under the basket. I think if he pump fakes and stays where he's at, he would have got maybe an and one.
Yeah, or maybe go to the other side, go on a reverse layup, either way. But instead he kind of got trapped right under the hoop. But he will get rewarded with free throws. The foul's on Tanner Cuff.
So 2 for the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line.
That's 10 combined fouls already. Could be, attrition could be a factor in this game as we get later on and guys start fouling out.
Wilkins misses. It was a nice pass to get Wilkins to the line by Ryan Mars on that baseline runner play. Wilkins' second one is good. That'll calm the nerves, get a free throw to drop for the junior. More substitutions. Ryan Mars will check out. Taylor Cox back in. So for Desert Hills defensively, it's Cox, Wilkins, Tyler Weber, Trevin Lindstrom, and Trey Allred. Offensively now for the Flyers, Brody Henderson, Wilgar, Cuff, Cox, and Bottoма. 34 seconds to go. Dixie leads by 6 over Desert Hills, 13-7, up on the one-loss scoreboard.
Jetettes set to perform at halftime. I know a lot of these fans are here to see their daughters dance or their sisters or cousins.
Henderson, teardrop, no, short. Cox over the back, no call, got the putback, but it didn't fall. Here come the Thunder, already across half court. They'll have the last shot with 13 seconds. They'll hold for 1. Usually Dixie with about 34 seconds would hold for 1, but Henderson had such an open look, he had to take it. Out top with 3. Allred's going to drive past Henderson. Left-hand shot way too strong. Rebound Cuff. And the end of the first quarter has the Dixie Flyers leading Desert Hills 13-7. We'll take a full 60-second timeout. Back with quarter 2 after this on your Region 9 network.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy. where dimples determine destiny, and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents, and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be earthquake next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day.
I have no time for this.
So,
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Welcome back, ESPN 97.7, 1210 on the AM dial. CEC TV, Devin Dixon and Andy Griffin with you. Start of the second quarter, 13-7. Flyers have the 6-point lead. Desert Hills inbound. Trey Allred slowly walks across the half court.
By the way, also Her State's Hardware update, 13-7, same score, but Canyon View ahead of Pine View up there in Cedar City.
Big game there. Both teams jockeying for playoff position.
Upper echelon, that's a playoff spot if you win, and not a playoff spot if you lose early on.
Pineview's looking for their third region win. Canyon View just their second.
Yeah,
Foul.
but they would have that tiebreaker over Pine View if they win that game. So that, again, that's a big game for, I think, more so for the Falcons than the Panthers, because Canyon View has got to get a win. I mean, they're looking at starting 1-5 in a region. That would be brutal.
Wilgar just picked up his second. He's going to have to go to the bench now early on second quarter. Inbound to Mars, missed it, contested by Derek Cox. Big.
I don't know if Cox got a piece of it, Devin, but he certainly bothered it.
Now one bounce pass to the lane to Akili Prince, and he got the friendly roll. It kind of hung on the cylinder and then dropped.
Yeah, but give the dime, heck, give a quarter to Derek Cox for that beautiful pass.
7:18 to go, early second quarter, 15-7, 8-point lead for the Flyers. Weber goes to Mars, head fake, backs his way in, goes to the baseline, gets him off his feet, and Cox commits the foul, and Ryan Mars will head to the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line.
Wiley Ryan Mars, he's like, you know what, I know you want to block my shot really bad, Derek Cox. I know you want to swat it out of here. I'm going to give you this right here. Pump fake. Oh, beautiful fake by Mars. I love it.
Definitely a lost art, some would say. You don't see the pump fake as much as, and it seems to work so good. Why don't people use it more?
Yeah, I like to do it when I'm playing with a young guy who I haven't played before. They see this old guy out there with the ball playing the post. I love to give them 2 or 3 pump fakes because I know they want to block me so badly.
Ryan Mars' free throw is good. Want to thank Intermountain Sports Medicine for their support of Region 9 Athletics. They support each athletic trainer throughout the region. Tonight's game, we've got Sean Norton from Desert Hills and Mike Tolman, the trainer of the Dixie Flyers, and Ryan Mars gets the second free throw as well, and he's got 4 points. Shot up, no good by the Flyers. Rebound, Thunder. Nice Red Rock real estate rebound. If you're looking to buy or sell in Southern Utah, see our friends at Red Rock Real Estate.
And Lindstrom had thoughts of jacking that baby up there. Changed his mind at the last second on the transition 3.
Weber doesn't want to do anything, so he give it back up to Lindstrom. Lindstrom did not play any varsity minutes last year, but he has been one of the newcomers of the year in the region. Mars to his brother Ryan, and he got it, the Mars to Mars connection.
Little backdoor basketball, right? And I mean backdoor as in the back door of the house, the Mars household.
That was Ryan Mars with the bucket. And Tyler Mars with the pass. Bottoма to the elbow, then to Cox. Now back to Prince, is stolen by Ryan Mars. There come the Thunder.
Making an early case for our dad trucking player of the game. Ryan Mars playing well.
Lindstrom, turnaround Jay, high arcing, bottom of the well for Lindstrom. His first points of the night.
Little fadeaway, little Jeff Malone fadeaway, Hornacek.
Yeah, it did remind you a little bit of that, didn't it? Good analogy. Now a strip by Tucker Peterson. Weber has it stripped away from him, and Prince goes up. It's blocked by Ryan Mars. Bottom of though, and the Flyers retain possession. Hand off to Cuff. Cuff drives baseline, and a block going to be called. He looked to be there, or was he moving, Andy?
Tough call for Ryan Mars. I thought he was there too. Very, very difficult call. That's our galleon welcome, Beckstrom. Yeah, you know what? Now that I want to read,
he was given a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was certainly there in plenty of time. You could make an argument that could have went either way. as often is the case on the block and the charge call.
I think he didn't need to move more, but I think he did move a little more.
So Cuff to the line. He's got it. He's got 6.
That stops a 6-0 run by the Thunder.
Yep, 16-13. Flyers still lead by 3. Tanner Cuff with one more from the stripe. Play-by-play tonight brought to you by Southwest Diesel. For 40 years, Doug and Darren have been fixing it right. At Southwest Diesel, they're there when you need a fix.
So Ryan Mars, who has been playing so well early in this game, probably going to have to sit the rest of the half with 2 personal fouls. Cox back in there.
Cuff, second free throw, good. He's got 7. That's a game high. 5:40 to go, second quarter. Dixie leading 17-13 up on the one-loss scoreboard. Mars to Allred, uses a pick. Tyler kind of didn't stay with the pick, though. He tried to roll early. Nothing there. He gets it back, backing away. Cuff, and they call it travel on Tyler Mars. Turnover Thunder.
Changes pivot foot, you know, and now, sure you bodied him up. Cuff kind of pushing a little bit with the body, but you got to nail that pivot foot to the ground. Watch right there, pivot foot, left foot. Oh, change it to the right foot. You can't do that.
Nope, good call, no doubt. Into the front court, Flyers have it. 5:15 to go, first half. 17-13. Dixie on top of Desert Hills. Battle for outright solo first place. Top the Region 9 local high school basketball standings. Cuff out top, working on Tucker Peterson. Lindstrom guarding Bennett now. Bennett looking to pass clearly here. Handoff. Coach Cuff wanted a push off. They got the steal anyway. Lindstrom with the thievery. Wants to stop and pop. Nothing there. Good extension by Jace Bennett.
Yeah, he's the example. The guy on defense is going to get you those dirty, dirty plays. And I mean that in a good way.
Thunder down 4 with possession. Tucker Peterson, a little runner in the lane that won't go up high. Nice rebound by Wilgar, who's playing with 2 fouls.
Yeah, Wilgar up above, kind of in the stratosphere up there. The cirrus and the altocumulus clouds. Wilgar up there.
Appreciate Red Rock Real Estate, our rebound sponsor. I thought rebounding would be big tonight. Every possession so important. Bottomer. Give it up to Bennett. Bennett looking for an entry into Abbott. Abbott working on Cox. Hand flip it back out to Wilgar straight away. Now right angle, 3-point line extended to bottom, and still by Peterson. All alone, Tucker Peterson rise up and lay it in softly with the right hand. Tucker Peterson having a nice first half. He's got 6 points.
Yeah, they're so much better team when he's in the lineup. I know Lindstrom and Weber, those guys, they picked up the slack when he was gone, but when he's out there, he does stuff just like that.
Now here come the Thunder roaring back to cut it to 2. Dixie still leading, 17-15. A fadeaway, middle of the key, good by Tanner Cuff.
Yeah, and that's, he's been doing that since he was, how old, since he could throw it high enough to reach the rim. He's shooting that little fadeaway.
He's got 9 points. That's a game high. Flyers lead by 4 again. Holding out top Peterson. 3:17 left, first half. Lindstrom, spin move. Guarded by Bennett. Bennett strips. Lindstrom gets it back. Hand off to Peterson. Bennett stays on him, reaches in and fouls him.
Yeah, Peterson's like, I don't want the foul. I made the basket. Never mind, please. Can't do that.
Free throws coming for Tucker Peterson. It'll be a 1-and-1.
Coach Cuff looking sharp in his shirt and tie. I love that about these coaches here in the region, looking sharp.
Yeah, we'll see some of the preseason tournaments. They'll downscale once region rolls around.
Yeah. Not casual Friday, right? They're supposed to be allowed to, but no.
And first one, no good. He missed it. Left. A rebound by Mars. Tyler Mars is going to be fouled, so an offensive rebound works out well for the Thunder.
Yeah, that one hurts because you get him to miss the front end of a 1-and-1. You're always looking at the free throw battle, and then, if you get it right back, you can miss all the free throws you want if you're just going to get the rebound. Great board for Tyler Mars.
Mars to the line. The first one is good. It was a shooting foul, so he'll have another one regardless, but he made it. Tyler Mars' first point of the night. First Day Hardware update. Hurricane leads Cedar at home by a point, 13-12.
Second one rattles out of there.
19-16. Flyers with possession and the 3-point lead. 2:56 left in the first half. Bennett. They've worked into a little bit of a zone, and at the top of that zone is the big wingspan of Tyler Mars. Over to Cuff. He'll take the quick 3, airball it short. Wilgar puts it up and in.
Wilgar, another one of those guys like Peterson, knows where the ball's going to go on a shot and has that great anticipation to get the rebound.
21-16 Dixie. That could have worked out any better after missing it way short. It was Cuff. Lindstrom drives the middle, hangs, blocked from the backside by Bennett, and I think he's out of bounds. Yes, he is. There's the defense of Bennett off the bench, providing a spark for the Flyers.
The junkyard dog, Bennett, going in there. Yeah, get that out of here. And then, yeah, went right back to Lindstrom, but he couldn't control and bounced it out of bounds.
21-16, Dixie now with it. See if they stay in that zone. Actually got the air ball they wanted, but they didn't box out in the zone, and that allowed Wilgar to get the putback. They go to man-to-man this time. It's Barbin, Cuff, Wilgar, Abbott, and Henderson on the court right now. Late second quarter. Give it up to Abbott. Abbott goes up strong. He's blocked by Mars. And it'll be to Desert Hills.
Yeah, Barbin hustling after it. So was Trey Allred. Barbin and Allred both had their hand on it. You can take your pick as to who it was really out on, Devin. That was a very, very close play.
Nice block by Tyler Mars, though. Right out of the hand. It barely left the hand, and then the swat came. He timed it perfectly.
Lovely
Abbott
stuff.
probably should have pump faked there.
Yeah. Like you said, underutilized tool.
Tucker Peterson just inside the three-point line. Oh, it took a peek down and popped back out. No good. Cup between the legs over to Wilgar.
Looked like a Kobe dribble there. Behind the back between the legs.
1:40 to go, 21-16 Flyers lead with possession. It's Weber, Cox, Tyler Mars, Trey Allred, Tucker Peterson on the court, and Trey Allred just jumped to pass and stole it. Lead it ahead to Tucker Peterson. Up in with the left hand, left it short. And it is Desert Hills' ball, even though Barbin saved it. It must have touched the baseline off the hand of the Thunder before that happened.
Yeah, tough call because I think Barbin thought it was going to be off of his team. He went after it, but the ball had already hit out of bounds.
Wilgar did not want to foul. He has two. He lets him go, and Peterson just couldn't finish going away from his body from the left side.
Well, I think that's a bad call. That was off of Barbin. Watching the replay, it looked like it was clearly off of Barbin.
He sure went after it like he thought it was going to be Thunderball. Instead, they catch a break. Abbott steps outside the line, looking, has his dribble, doesn't use it, gives it up to Henderson. Henderson over to Barbin. Barbin pump fake a three. Drive the middle of the key. Kick back out. Bottema, extra pass, and then catch it, shoot, and release it right down through the bottom of the net. Carson Bottema, a team D3.
That was one of my Camping World keys of the game, knocking down the open shot. Bottema had a great look, knocked it down. Beautiful execution, and Dixie now up by 8.
Abbott and Allred just collided. The whistle came before Allred went into Abbott, who was going to try to take the charge, and so that didn't count at all, even though they were sprawling out on the floor.
Carter Abbott's like, are you kidding me? I took that. He had back-to-back 35 and then 32 in that Vegas tournament.
Update on Canyon View. They have pushed the lead up to 10, 31-21 over the Pineview Panthers midway through the third.
No post in that game. It's all run and gun and little guys flinging it.
Flyers taking their time on this offensive possession as we approach 2 minutes played here in the second half. 28-24 Dixie. Wilgar just holding. Now use the dribble to get closer to Brody Henderson. Give it up. He'll give it up to Bottema, right side, beyond the three-point line. This is a confusing sequence for the Flyers. Now they're going to lob it to Cuff. It almost hit the rim. He saves it right to Trevin Lindstrom. 4-on-3. Lindstrom, stop. Team D3. No, left it short. Rebound. Weber, put back. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was Tucker Peterson that kept that one alive and tipped it to Weber. So great play by Peterson to keep it alive.
28-26. Thunder inch closer. And Cuff breaks that up with a little shot off the window from right there, point blank range. Coach Cuff's unhappy, and we've got a Hanks Riverwalk Grill timeout for the first time tonight.
Yeah, first time tonight. And again, go visit Hanks Riverwalk Grill at Sun River and ask for the timeout special 2-for-1 ribs. Doesn't get any better than that. You're talking about you get one side of the pig, you ask for the timeout special, you get the other side of the pig free.
Coach Turley and the Thunder talking things over. You know, pretty balanced scoring for Ryan Mars. He's got 9 points. Tucker Peterson has 6. And Tyler Mars has 5. Those guys been leading the way. For Dixie, Tanner Cuff has a team-high 11, but Carson Bottema had 9, all those 9 coming in the first half.
You know, Tanner Cuff is a kid, you know, he's been playing varsity now really for almost 2 years. He played a little bit as a freshman, played a lot last year with that great senior-laden team, and now he's kind of the team leader. I still feel like Tanner has some physical development coming. And the next year he's going to be amazing. And being Ryan Cuff's son, you would expect that, right? Ryan was a big-time D1 athlete.
No question.
And there's more Cuffs to come. Well, one more, right?
A lot of people say that state championship, Richfield-Emory, it was Cuff and Richfield and Emory and Sean Bradley was one of the greatest high school games, if not the greatest state championship game we've ever seen in this state at any level.
We've seen some pretty good ones, too, just down here in Region 9, I'll tell you what.
30-26, Thunder trail with possession. Allred on Cuff, a little out of control and missed it badly.
Trying to draw the foul, and the ref wasn't buying it.
Henderson drives in, kicks back out. Cuff now with it. Handoff, Wilgar. Wilgar crossover. And nice strong move, high arcing off the window. No, Cox missed the putback, got it back a second try. That is no good, rims out, and rebound cleared by Tucker Peterson. That's a huge Red Rock Real Estate rebound in traffic.
Yeah, and a big turnaround because they had really good shots at it.
Peterson bumped by Wilgar, no call.
Letting them play a little bit now.
Backdoor cut wasn't there. Mars wanting to try to feed it to Allred, probably a good idea. There was no window. Now Tyler's going to set a screen for Trey. Trey's going to pop it to him on the baseline. Going to drive in the middle of the key, go up strong, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Tyler Mars.
Both officials had it, and I like that. They communicated, they both looked at each other, but they were both going to call an offensive foul. And, Tyler Mars just trying to get physical with the shot blocker Cox.
And now that Coach Turley's asking for an explanation.
You know what, in the mouths of 2 or 3 witnesses, both referees had the same call. I don't think there's any question. He lowered his shoulder.
No, I think Coach Turley just wants an explanation on exactly what they saw. Maybe lobby for the next call, you never know. 30-26, 4:06 to play, third quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Finley Volkswagen here in St. George. Cuff racing down in another foul. And they're going to call this on a hand check against Wilkins, who just checked in. That's his first. Fourth team foul already here in the last 3:58 since we tipped the second half. Into Bottoма, catch and shoot off a design screen. He missed it, too strong. Caroms off the rebound, goes to Trey Allred. In transition, leaves it for Lindstrom. He'll step into a team D3. That's no good. He's been cold from outside. Here comes Wilgar. Flyers up by 4. Cuff drives the baseline on Wilkins. No good. Rebound, Ryan Mars. Nice Red Rock Real Estate rebound by the Thunder.
Cox right on his back. Great box out by Ryan Mars.
Trey, they go under the screen. He doesn't want to shoot it. Cuff's got, 6-7 inches on Trey Allred?
Yeah, but that's the matchup right now.
Mars. That's Ryan Mars, slow block. Wilkins, Lindstrom. Trey Allred and Tucker Peterson on the court as they turn it over. Desert Hill sloppy offensive set that time.
A couple of scores from up north. Bear River upsetting Skyview right now by 5 at the half. And Mountain Crest has a 6-point lead on Ridgeline at the half. So, maybe a changing of the guard up north. And Ridgeline has been a power for a while. By the way, the end of 3 on our Hearst States Hardware scoreboard. Canyon View 37, Pine View 30. Panthers got a little bit of work to do.
If the Panthers come back, they would get their third region win. Canyon wins, they would have their second. And Bennett spin, attack, and an offensive foul. The block taken by Ryan Mars.
That's a big turnaround. Talk about a Gallion, Welker, and Beckstrom big hit. That, charge, block, I don't know what is it, but bottom line is a ref called the charge. That takes the basket, which went in, takes it completely away.
Yeah, if you've taken a big hit on your taxes, maybe you need some help, you're facing bankruptcy, get your consultations with Gallion, Welker, Beckstrom in St. George. Phone call free, 628-1682. Under 3 minutes to play third quarter, still 30-26 Flyers. Tucker Peterson bounces it to Allred in the corner. Trey's going to catch and shoot the 3. Airballed it too strong, and we've got a push off on Desert Hills. And Coach Turley puts his hands up in disbelief. He feels like the calls are a little lopsided right now, I think, Andy. That's 4 on Mars.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is Ryan Mars, his star center, just got his 4th personal foul with 2:46 to go in the third. We won't see Ryan probably for about 6 or 8 minutes of game time, maybe till crunch time in the 4th.
And they'll bring in Taylor Cox, who just got cleared to play on Wednesday. Played sparingly.
Now they gave him about 4 or 5 minutes just to get his feet wet, so to speak.
And now they're going to need him to play extended here tonight. Block on Taylor Cox.
In this game, all those really close ones, block charge, the guy on the bottom of them is Taylor Cox. It's no wonder he gets concussion. The kid's involved in a lot of physical plays, and I don't mean that in a bad way. He's trying to take those charges.
2:26 to go third quarter. Still 30-26 is now Cuff, who has 11 points, will go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot two. It was on the shot.
By the way, Logan 60-39 over Green Canyon. New school, Green Canyon High School in their first year, and Logan taking it to him. Logan, of course, came down here and played some games. I mean, we've seen a lot of these teams play our Region 9 teams, and I think they stack up pretty well. Pretty good matchup.
Cuff gets both Fabulous Freddy's free throws.
That's an almost 3-minute stretch for where neither team scored.
Here we go. Thunder need a bucket. Backdoor to Peterson. Peterson hits contact. It hangs on the rim and on the top of the backboard and swishes down through. And one opportunity for Tucker Peterson.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, right? You know, and that ball gets up there, and good players will tell you, just give it a shot. Give it a chance. Well, they are so much better with Peterson in the lineup, though.
And from the line, Peterson couldn't get it, rimmed out, no good. And here come the Flyers.
Good catch by Prince on a high post as Cox nearly had a steal.
And he goes to Barbin. Barbin hand off to Prince. Prince tried to flip it back out, and Trey Allred, another nice steal. And then a reach-in called on Akili Prince, and a foul will go against the Flyers.
4th team foul, not a huge factor just yet, but then we're going to have a lot of free throws in the fourth quarter. So far, free throw advantage has gone to the Dixie Flyers. They've been hitting them. In fact, I have Dixie, 2, 4, 6 out of 7 in the game. That's a high percentage. You love that at 85, 86%.
It's under 2 to play third quarter, 32-28. Flyers with the lead. Thunder trying to draw closer on this possession. Cox, kick out, Lindstrom. You got Lindstrom, Peterson, Allred, Cox, and Tyler Mars on the court. Tyler Mars goes, attacks, off the window, got it, and a block. They're going to give him the and one opportunity. Foul on Carter Abbott, who can't believe it.
Well, I was kind of thinking that's a good no call because Abbott kind of slid under him at the last minute, and there wasn't a ton of contact. But Carter made the ref make a call. Carter Abbott said, "Yeah, I'm going to go to the deck and make you make something." And I think it's a good call. And one now, and a chance to make it a 1-point game. But the Thunder have struggled to the line. They have got to hit the free throws. A couple more subs in and out for the Dixie Flyers.
Chance to draw within one for Tyler Mars. And the Thunder big man missed it.
They have not been good at the line.
So 32-30, 1:30 left, third quarter. Brody Henderson across half court, handoff to Tanner Cuff. Got Barbin, Wilgar, and Bottom out there as well right now on the court for Coach Ryan Cuff. Tanner, leap, lean, and splash. Little right-hand floater, beautiful. And Tanner Cuff's having a nice night.
Yeah, he likes these junkyard games where little pretty moves in the lane. And how about that pretty move?
Tyler Mars answers, and Tyler's got 6 in the quarter. Tanner Cuff's got 6 in this quarter, and they're starting to pick up the scoring. 34-32, Dixie by 2. Under 50 seconds now to go in the third period on the Riverside Business Insurance clock. Barber thought about the 3. Kick it over to Bottoма. Bottoma over to Henderson. We've seen the Flyers hold an entire minute to end quarters, but not this time. It's catch and shoot 3 by Cuff. And out of bounds on the rebound, or a foul on the rebound, going to go against Desert Hill. It's going to be the foul on Trey Allred, trying to box out Carson Bottoма.
Well, they got caught flat-footed. Dixie goes flying in for the rebound, Bottoma in particular, and Desert Hill just standing there thinking it's going to come to them, and that'll cost them because now Dixie with a 1-on-1 free throw chance, and you got probably the best free throw shooter on the team in Carson Bottoma at the line.
30.1 seconds. Bottoma on the season, second leading scorer. Minus teammate, Tanner Cuff. Cuff averaging 15, Bottoma 13.
When do we have a free throw shooting contest if Bottoma would beat Cuff? I think Bottom in game has been very good, and he leaves that short, so in my face.
Bottom missed. He hasn't scored in the second half. Had 9 at the break. 22 seconds, so the Thunder probably going to hold for one here.
Yeah, they can tie or take the lead at the end of the third. That's a lot of ground they made up in this 8-minute period.
Holding out top on a chest high dribble is Trey Allred. Thunder point guard through the legs. Now he's going to go with 9 on the clock. Screen, and he lost it through his legs. Has to save it. Tucker Peterson now with 3. He's got to stop and pop a deep 3. Good if it goes. He missed it. Rebound. Wilgar. Quarter comes to an end, and the Flyers take the 34-32 lead to the fourth quarter. Going to be a good one. Don't go away. Fourth quarter coming up. Flyers by 2 on ESPN Radio and CEC TV.
150 over 90.
180 over 111.
160 over 110. I had a stroke.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. You might not feel its symptoms, but the results from a stroke are far from invisible or silent. If you've come off your treatment plan, get back on it, or talk with your doctor to create an exercise, diet, and medication plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
If I would have followed a treatment plan, I would not be in this situation.
There is a place where the desert comes alive, where rain breaks forth from solid stone and gardens spring from blistered rock. There is a place with enough color to make a rainbow jealous, where boulders are your step, tighten your grip, widen your eyes, and open your jaw. There is a place.
Welcome back, Devin Dixie and Andy Griffin. We having fun yet, AG? They got the big Flyer flag.
It's upside down or backwards or something, though, Devin. We got to work on that.
Who cares? Love it. Great school spirit. This is the largest crowd I think I've seen in the hangar this year. Might be one of the biggest attended Region 9 games of the season so far. Why not? Two teams both undefeated, 4-0. Solo first place on the line. Thunder trailing by 2 with possession to start the fourth. Ryan Mars is back in with 4 fouls to start the quarter.
And that surprises me a little bit. I know they need him, but man, he gets one now. He's out for the rest of the game.
Tucker Peterson looking for an entry inside. Nothing there. Give it back up to Weber.
Getting the ball. Let Mars work.
Weber hasn't played a lot tonight. I think he's still a little bit under the weather. He said he's better, though, than he was on Wednesday. All red. Pump fake, nothing there. Tucker Peterson left his feet, had to flip it over to Trey Allred. 50 seconds in, Thunder very patient on this set.
Yeah, almost a whole minute they've held the ball.
Tucker gonna drive, accelerate, and he's fouled. Tried to scoop it up and under, and he gets the harm, and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. Second foul on Cox.
Boy, his first step was lightning quick, wasn't it? Wow.
Hey, coming up, we'll have the post-game show brought to you by Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, where we'll hand out some awards, our AWP Playmaker Award, Dad's Trucking Player of the Game Award, and we'll name our Jimmy John Super Sub of the game as the first free throw is up and good by Tucker Peterson. Peterson's now got 9 in the game. Again, he missed some significant time with the fractured wrist to start region play. Came back right around the new year. And second one no good. By the way, Ryan Mars has checked back out, and Tyler just got a foul. Oh man, Tyler Mars now is getting in a little bit in foul trouble because he's got 4. Uh-oh.
Oh, Mars' family's going to foul out.
Well, that one was unnecessary, Andy, because it was on an offensive rebound, and he wasn't getting that rebound. He's got to lay off that attempt when he realizes he's too far away.
Yeah, he was boxed. You're right. He was boxed out, and the bigger thing, not only the 4 fouls, that's big, but now we'll walk to the other end. Dixie, they didn't even have a possession. Had a possession in this fourth quarter, and they're shooting free throws.
And Wilgard connects on that from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line. Love our sponsors. How about Les Olson, one of our great partners, and the Cedar City Motor Company. Wilgar for another, and got them both. 2 clutch free throws by Wilgar. He's got 6 in the game. And it's 36-33. Dixie back up by a 3 spot. Just under 7 to play. Deep three by Tyler Weber. And splash! Deep team deep three as he lets his hand float in the air. And we're tied at 36.
I'm like, what is he doing? Why is he shooting all the way out there? I guess he was tired of not getting a good look.
Mark that one down as a big momentum swing potentially. And a quick miss by the Flyers. Here come the Thunder. Red Rock real estate rebound by Ryan Mars. Give it up to Trey Allred. Lost the dribble. Flips it back out to Tucker Peterson. Triple threat position. Shakes, bakes, drives. Left hand English. Oh my goodness. Sick shot by Tucker Peterson.
Oh, there's another AWP nominee. What a great move on the scoop.
Tucker Peterson with a little magic. And now a foul. And it's going to go against the Thunder. That's going to be on Trey Allred, his second.
That's the first lead for Desert Hills since 2-0. First lead in a long, long time.
That was a sick move by Peterson. Brody Henderson to the line. He got it. He'll have one more. Just his third point of the night for Brody. And that one is good as well.
You know, missing free throws kept Snow Canyon in the game against Dixie Wednesday. Making free throws is keeping Dixie in the game against Desert Hills.
Yep.
It's funny how this game works, huh?
38-38. Fun one tonight. And here come the whistles again, Andy. A lot of whistles here in this third quarter after the first couple minutes were not a big deal. And now in the fourth quarter, they've upped the whistles.
I feel bad for Cox on that one. I don't think Cox fouled him. I think the referee saw an arm in there hitting him on the shoulder. Thought it was Derek Cox. I don't think it was Derek Cox. I think it was someone else. But bottom line is the big fella, he's going to get the foul.
And the free throw is up and good, and Desert Hills back on top by 1 on the Fabulous Freddy's free throw by Tyler Weber. He just hit a big three that tied it at 36. Left that one short, flat. Tucker Peterson, huge rebound. Where'd he come from, Andy?
He just knows where the ball's going.
Trey Allred, team D3, no. Offensive rebound, Cox, stripped away by Wilgar. Here come the Flyers. Wilgar, though, going to stop. Set it up with point guard Brody Henderson. 39-38, Desert Hills by 1. 5:38 to go. Bottoма, elbow, nothing there. A lot of guys dribbling and then terminating tonight. Brody Henderson drives the baseline, skips it back out to Wilgar, and we've got a whistle and a foul underneath. And it looks like Lindstrom or Taylor Cox maybe.
After the pass off, a little bit of contact, and
it is on Taylor Cox.
Getting knocked out of bounds was Henderson.
And how about Ryan and Tyler Mars both with 4, and now the other big man for Desert Hills, Taylor Cox, now with 3.
Yeah, there's a collision after the pass.
And the free throw's up and good.
Probably could have let that one go, the official, but he decided I got to call something. Bodies are flying.
So Henderson, all 4 points so far in the fourth quarter have come from the Fabulous Freddy's free throw line, and Henderson trying to make another one, and he does.
Dixie 6 for 6 in the quarter. They are 10 for 11 in the second half shooting from free throws.
Did I miss one? Because I have them 5 for 6 in the quarter. I could have missed one though.
Yeah, they made them all 6 for 6. Wilgar hit 2, Henderson hit 4.
Must have just forgot to fill in my circle then.
Yeah.
40-39, Dixie back up by 1. Into Ryan Mars, patiently.
Back him down, big fella, yep.
Working, and now he kicks to the corner to Allred. Bottom pokes it out of bounds. And then Carson wanted the ball, but officials going to say nope. It's going to stay with Desert Hills.
This way it should be. Region on the line, a 1-point game, 4:57 on the clock. Both teams playing at a high level, great execution. Worth the price of admission, no matter what you pay to get in here.
Lindstrom out top. And how about the Thunder student body section making some noise here on the road? Lindstrom hanging and hitting. He was leaning away. He flipped it with the right hand, and he got it. Timeout. A Hank's Riverwalk Grill timeout on the court, taken by the Dixie Flyers, and we'll take it and catch our breath. 4:44 to go in this game. Desert Hills leads 41-40 on your one-loss scoreboard.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving, the ultimate party foul.
There is a place where looking out means looking in, where an impression lasting only a few seconds will be imprinted on a life forever, where courage is forged and innocence rediscovered, where remembering is rewarding and forgetting unforgettable. There is a place where truth is felt, and where seeing is believing. There is a place.
Let's jump into some scores, Devin, real quick. Region 9 updates for you. It is, of course, this game 41-40. It looks like Canyon View's going to get a win. They're up 10 on Pineview with 2:07 left in that game. And then Hurricane leading 39-22 at the start of the fourth quarter. Jackson last with 21 points. So it looks like Hurricane the winner tonight, maybe Canyon View as well.
Looks like Lass is well on his way to his season average. A little runner by bottom, a no. Tip up, no. Wilgar got it back, and this time, yes.
Hard work inside. Peyton Wilgar.
And now another quick Hanks Riverwalk Grill timeout taken. And that's a 30 taken by the Dixie Flyers. And we'll take it. Back in 30 seconds, 42-41 Flyers on top by 1 over Desert Hills.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Wait. Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where did cats go on vacation? New York.
Now the battle really begins. 42-41, 4:26 to go. Devin Dixon, Andy Griffin. You having fun yet, big guy?
Yes, I am. This is what it's all about, and we got a stoppage of play. There's something on the floor. Need a towel or something, I guess.
Here comes Tiger Cuff, the youngest son of.
What's his real name? Do you know his real name, Devin?
Tiger.
Tiger is his real name?
I think so. I've never heard anything else. Kind of cool.
That's great, actually. I love it. I wish I could have more kids and name them Tiger and Lion and
I think the official
Chief and things like that.
Felt something, and that's why they stopped it, because they're wiping it up.
Spillage? Drink spillage over there or something?
How about the little back and forth between the Dixie Desert Hills student bodies right now? Entertaining.
Yeah. I got to tell you, Desert Hills has as many students as Dixie has here in their home gym.
Thunder with ball, 42-41. They try to retake the lead here. Allred gets it from Ryan Mars. Back to Weber, catch and shoot, 3, left it short. Wilgar, Cuff, who could get the rebound. Cuff finally takes it away from his teammate. Here comes Tanner. Tanner circles back out. Guarded by Weber. Hand off to Bennett. Bennett, stop and go. Now just hand off Henderson. Now he terminates, couldn't get the handoff, goes to Wilgar instead. 3:41 to play. Dixie with the 1-point lead. Wilgar attacks, flips it. Bennett, middle of the key, off the glass and good by Bennett.
That was not an easy shot because there were 2 defenders there. He had to go high up over them and get it off the glass and in.
Second bucket of the game for Bennett. He's got 4. Nice dish. Weber, another 3, and this one's good. We're tied at 44. A Team D auto sales 3 by Tyler Weber.
Ice, baby. He's got ice water in his veins. Weber from deep.
He's got 9 in the quarter, 11 in the game. Henderson got hurt. He went down. He's holding his calf, and officials take a timeout. He cramping, Andy?
Maybe. Get the pickle juice out, huh? What was Coach? I was in the locker room the other day after the Dixie win over Snow Canyon. They had the pomegranate juice up on the board and blueberry juice. He says, yeah, we got to get our guys ready because these are three games in 1 week.
Well, Caden Henderson, the older brother to Brody, is a fitness guy, a nutrition guy, and he's been kind of helping out in that department. They're going to go rub that cramp out. There's the Intermountain Sports Medicine training staff. Mike Tolman doing some work. I want to thank Intermountain for their support. They provide all the trainers for Region 9. And if you have any kind of sports injuries around Southern Utah, go see Dr. Christian Millward. And a hang and a hit by Cuff, and it's good. And the foul came, and Cuff will flex his muscles and go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That's such a tough shot because he was going to his right, and then he had to reach back with the foul and the contact and kind of square his shoulders while his lower body was still turned to the right. Great looking shot right there. See that? He turned his shoulders right at the last second. That's a gym rat move right there. You don't do that unless you spend a lot of time in the gym.
And Dixie gets the bucket from the line to drop, and it's a three-point lead. Cuff's got it. Game high, 18 points tonight. 47-44 Flyers. Peterson out top. Desert Hills, can they answer again? 2:40 to play in the game. Or in regulation, rather. This one's tight. You never know. All red. Got his head down, not really looking for a pass, and now he flips it back out to Peterson. Tucker going to drive. Got past the defense, and he scores with the left hand.
What a crossover. The speed, the quickness, the intelligence. A great move by Tucker Peterson.
He's got 13 in this game. 47-46. We're getting closer to a Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert. We need 55. Cuff three, yes! Cuff's got 21 on a deep team D3. 50-46. All red. Crossover. No contact, no foul, and now a wraparound takeaway by Ryan Mars, and the bucket's good. Oh my goodness, it looked like he had him in a wrestling move, Andy.
And that would have been 5 fouls on Mars if they called that one. And well, the referee getting after one of the fans.
They're upset. There was not a call on Dixie. The ref just told the fan to sit down. Can a fan not sit down? They can stand up, last I checked, right? He didn't like what they said. I get it.
Yeah, I must have said something. And you know what? They can call it technical on the home team if the fans cause the referees to stop the game like that.
And they're going to go get Mike Bear, the Dixie athletic director.
I think they may escort that fan out of the game, and it's a female fan, by the way. Now a couple of other fans in front of us, male fans, getting after the official down at that end.
Well, if we got another shot, it did look like he wrapped around and went completely through the Dixie defender. I mean, I think I described it pretty well when I saw it live. It looked like a wrestling move.
But he had 2 hands on the basketball.
You're right. You are absolutely correct, but there was still contact.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That one we'd have to get, one of the, head officials of the state to kind of give us an explanation on that no call. Flyers with the ball. They lead by 2, 50-48. And we've got 1:45 to go. Here comes Cuff, leap and lean, out the window, no! And a whistle. Oh man, maybe a little makeup call because that did not look like a lot of contact. Now the Desert Hills fans are booing. And this one's getting tough to officiate.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the guy wearing stripes in a game like this, but the emotions running high, absolutely. Again, we're having monitor issues down here, but free throws for Cuff, and wow, a rare miss.
Yep, missed a free throw. He'll have another one. Tough call there. Cuff.
Oh, don't fire him up. That happened the other day.
Short. Offensive rebound. Carson Bottoма. And a timeout quickly taken by the Flyers bench.
Yeah, pretty good timeout because Bottoma was trapped between 3 defenders, actually.
Full timeout. We'll step aside. 1:41 to go. Dixie leads Desert Hills on the 1-loss scoreboard, 50-48.
So I just moved in with his family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that. That's disgusting. Oh, poop already. You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore.
Well, down the stretch,
I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Yeah, you know, Coach John Madden said it years ago, and when he was doing color commentary, he said big time players make the plays in the big moments, or make big time plays in big moments. And we've seen that with Kopp, with Peterson. There's a steal.
Here comes Trey Allred, left-hand finish. Oh, yeah, he got it. The steal and the lay-in by Allred. We're tied at 50 up.
That's a breakaway, big bucket, minute and a half to go.
I think Cuff maybe didn't want to carry, and so he kind of waited, hesitated, and that allowed Allred to go and get the steal, and now a foul, and that's going to be 5 on Mars.
Tyler just found out on a ticky-tack foul out high.
And Coach Turley does not like it. He immediately disagreed with that call, and Tyler Mars is going to foul out of this game. He had 3 in the first half, 6 in the second half. He's going to foul with 9 points. Just a little tiny bump, not a lot of contact there, and he wasn't hand-checking at all. Tough to see him foul out on that. Will go to the line. He will shoot 2. Only 17 fouls for the Flyers. Wilgar has been good for the line, and he got the first one.
Yeah, the only free throw they've missed in the second half, well, in the fourth quarter anyway,
was 2 by
were 2 by Cuff, the guy you would expect to make them all.
And Wilgar, 10 points. He's in a double digits. 52-50. Dixie has the lead. 1:08 to go. Thunder with it. Over to Lindstrom. You got a little smaller lineup with Tucker Peterson, Ryan Mars out there. Now Ryan Mars still has 4 fouls. Tucker, middle of the key, jumper, banked it in from about 13 feet out.
Straight on bank. You buying that one? Did he call it, Devin? I don't know. That went in. That's all that counts.
15 for Tucker Peterson, and we're tied 52-52. We got another Hanks Riverwalk Grill timeout.
And I do believe we're going to make our Holbrook Asphalt big score dessert, because you're going to have at least 53 to win this game, probably more like 55, 56, 57.
Yeah, we need 55, and anybody watching, listening, or anybody in the arena after the game, you go over to Yogurtland, and you just simply get your favorite yogurt. Your first 5 ounces are free. Holbrook Asphalt pays for it. Anything over 5 ounces might cost you $1 or $2, but still a tremendous deal.
By the way, 52-39, Canyon View knocks off Pine View. So Canyon View with their second region win. Pine View gets their 4th region loss. They'll have a bye on Wednesday. So Pine View at 2-4 in region halfway through. They're going to have their work cut out for them to get into the playoffs.
Battle for first place if you're just tuning in. Both Dixie and Desert Hills 4-0 undefeated. And it's kind of what we expected tonight. Winner will still have solo second place, and we'll have the rematch in February. Henderson hopping across half court, kick it over to Cuff. Cuff's got 21. Wilgar drives the lane, lost his footing, rolls into a defender, and it's going to be falling out with the ball, a Thunder player, and Dixie will keep it.
Ryan Mars said, man, I just stood there. I got run over. I'm like a guy that falls onto the subway tracks. The train comes running me over, and there's no call except I'm out of bounds.
Should have been a charge there?
Maybe some kind of call, one way or the other.
Bennett thought about the 3, hands off to Cuff.
32 seconds, Devin. Tie game.
Wilgar gets it from Cuff. He'll dribble on the weave over to Henderson. Henderson guarded by Lindstrom. Give it back to Cuff. Clearly, Flyers want to hold for 1. Now down to 18, then 17, then ticking. On the Riverside Business Insurance clock, we've got 12. Tied 52-52. Cuff lost the dribble. Gives it up with 8. Gets it back. Cuff through the legs with 5. Drives. Spin move. Fade away. Block. Put back. No. Second put back. Yes. Did it get in time? Is it in time? They count it.
Count it. Count it.
I don't know. I don't know if that should have counted. It was so close, but they counted it.
They counted it. Refs are out.
Bucket's good. Flyers win. Who made the bucket? Unbelievable. The first tip was no good. I think it was Wilgar, but I'm not sure.
Wow, wow, wow. What a finish. I think everybody thought after the first one was missed that the game was over. But the second one,
Wilgar.
Peyton Wilgar, the hero tonight, the AWP Playmaker play of the game. Peyton Wilgar gets the Flyers the victory.
Roll that one more time, guys, for our TV audience. I want to see if we can catch the clock. I know we don't have the decimals on the clock, and so I don't know if we have a camera angle that showed it, but watch the clock here. Up there in the corner, I think it counted. They said it did. We're just covered by our viewpoint, right? Our monitor having trouble again right there. There's no lights on the scoreboard in high school basketball. Trying to take a look.
On the backboard, in college, we'd be able to see the backboard light up.
Well, we'll have to get maybe a word from our truck if they thought that was good or not. Doesn't matter. Flyers win by 2, 54-52. Wilgar, I'll call right now. The Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game with the rebound. Missed the first, got the second one. Dixie, solo first place, 5-0 in region. Desert Hills drops to 4-1.
Yeah, as we talk about the importance of this game, obviously first place on the line. Obviously one of these teams stays undefeated. But Devin, to me, this game was more important for Dixie because they're on their home floor. They are going to play again in about 3 weeks, and it's going to be at Desert Hills High School. So this was a crucial game for the Dixie Flyers, and they were able to come away with the victory.
We'll take a 2-minute timeout when we come back. The Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We didn't get the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score dessert. We're so sorry.
1 point.
You know what? If you're listening, I know Holbrook would be fine with this. Go get it anyway. We'll be back with the post-game show after this 2-minute timeout with highlights, stats, and more.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden T holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
Urgency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
I love taking care of my mom. It wasn't easy at first. She learned how to better communicate her needs. And you learned how to not ignore yours. I discovered how to make healthier meals. And I discovered how much I enjoyed them.
Becoming a caregiver is a learning experience for everyone. Find articles, tips, and tools from experts and others who have been in your place. The Caregiving Resource Center at aarp.org/caregiving.
What a battle tonight. Dixie wins 54-52. We've been rolling that in the truck. It's so hard to tell. We think there was about maybe 2 or 3 tenths of a second as it left its hand, and we think the officials made the correct call. They instantly counted it. And this place went crazy, and Dixie wins at home. Rematch will be in about 4 weeks at Desert Hills.
Yeah, and if you look at that last play, I think that the shot went up. They thought it was almost timeout, and then the putback went up and it was short, and I think everybody in the building, including me, thought that was it. After that second shot miss, the game's over. He stayed with it. Peyton Wilgar stayed with it and said, hey, I still got a few tenths left. I got tenths. I got tenths of a second. I got hundredths of a second. I'm going to put it in, and he did.
And nobody wants to foul in that situation.
No.
Put him on the line with tenths on the clock. What a game. What a win. Final score again, 54-52. And it was worth the price of admission for about probably, 2,300 fans. I don't even know what the capacity here is at the hangar, but we had standing room 20 deep on all entryways. Yeah. We had people nestled around us, all night long. What a fun one. And the Flyers get the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game. The putback by Will Gar to win it. And it's easier than you think to buy direct from Appliance Wholesalers Plus. They're directly across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart. Now we're getting word from our crew, our CEC TV crew. Might have been more like 4/10 on the clock, 5/10 on the clock. So clearly, Wilgar's bucket was scored correctly from the best of our team's knowledge. So there you have it. Now, we're not going to do a long Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show because we do have Utah Jazz basketball coming up. Let's roll the highlights if we can. We do have some monitor problems here from our broadcast location, so we'll do the best we can to kind of reenact these for you on the radio side. As this second half, it was a 7-point lead, but Desert Hills came out in that first about 4 minutes and really got right back into this game.
Yeah, they made a really nice run, and part of it was that, Tyler Weber stroking the ball from deep, and Weber had a fantastic second half. So did Tucker Peterson, so quick, and then the lefty finish off the glass.
That might have been the AWP Playmaker Play of the game before the game winner by Wilgar, or this one.
Yeah, and then the steal and the layup by Trey Allred, his only basket of the game, I think.
Yep, and then there it is, the game winner for the Dixie Flyers, 54-52. Dixie. Let's check our Wilkinson statistics, and we'll hand out some more awards as we go. Devin Dixon, Andy Griffin with you. Appreciate Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Dr. Cody staff, make your kids feel right at home with all your kids' dental needs. And, of course, Wilkinson's Lights, Fans, Home Decor, our stat sponsor. First for the winners, the Dixie Flyers, a game-high 21 for Tanner Cuff. He was pretty much shut down on Wednesday by Snowcan. Didn't have a good shooting performance.
Terrible night, yeah.
Bounced back tonight with 21.
And I think he knows it, and I know his dad knows it. He's like, you know what, and we need you to be more aggressive. And that's the difference, I think, Devin. Yeah, he shot the ball better, but the main thing was Tanner Cuff was aggressive, and I think he realized, look, if we're going to win this game, I've got to take it to the hole. I've got to be aggressive. I've got to get those three-point plays and those leaping leaners and shots in the lane. And Tanner Cuff did. His aggression was huge in this basketball game, and I think, honestly, he's going to be our AWP playmaker, although Peyton Wilgard, certainly honorable mention.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Cuff, your dad's trucking player of the game tonight. If you were going to name one for Desert Hills, you probably would go with Tucker Peterson. He led the Thunder with 15 points, although Weber had 9 of his 11 in the fourth quarter when they needed him so badly to be clutch, and he was. But those are probably your top 2 nominees. The foul trouble for Desert Hills really changed the lineup for Coach Shirley in the second half as well.
Yeah, you wonder if Tyler Mars is in the game there at the end. Maybe Wilgar was kind of on him a lot of the night. Maybe Tyler gets that rebound and there's no chance for a putback, and we're still sitting here in overtime, perhaps. I mean, it's hard to speculate, but bottom line is Mars fouled out, and Peyton Wilgar, it's the game winner.
Yep. Other statistics: you had 12 points for Wilgar, you had 9 points for Bottom, all in the first half. 6 for Henderson, 4 for Bennett, and 2 for Keely Prince. And then you got 15 again, like we mentioned, for Tucker Peterson, 11 for Weber, 9 for Tyler Mars, 11 for Ryan Mars, 3 for Allred, and just 2 for Trevin Lindstrom, and 1 for Josh Wilkins. Andy, what do you think about the Jimmy John super sub of the game? All the Southern Utah locations freaky fast.
Ooh, boy, I'll tell you what, that's a tough decision because it ended up coming down a lot of it to the starters. Wilgar, a starter that made some big plays. I like the effort put in, though, by, a couple of the guys off the bench.
Bennett had 4. Played some good defense.
Jace Bennett, I almost said Tyler Bennett, but Jace Bennett comes in and gets some good things done. I think, honestly, that's a tough call.
Probably Bennett.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love the hustle, and he didn't
that'd
play
be two in a row for him
tonight.
Yeah, that'd be 2 in a row for him as our Jimmy John super sub.
Yeah, a shorter bench tonight. The rotation a little bit shorter for Coach Cuff. Still pretty deep for Coach Turley. Part of that, again, the foul trouble. That's going to do it for us. If you want more on this game, you can read up on St. George News. You can...
yeah, we'll have a full write-up, and I do want to give you those final scores of those other games. Canyon View, 52-39 over Pineview. Canyon second win. Pineview with their 4th region loss, and then Hurricane gets their 3rd region win. They beat Cedar 50-42. That's the final score in that game. Again, our updates brought to you by Hearst Ace Hardware.
Jazz game is just tipping, so we are going to take a break. Thanks to James back in the TDS Cable for his studio. for getting us in and out of all our breaks tonight. For Andy Griffin, Devin Dixon, 54-52. Dixie 5-0. Desert Hills 4-1. You just heard the other winners in Region 9. We'll do it all again next Wednesday. Hope you'll be back with us. For all our CEC TV staff, thank you so much, and thank you for spending your Friday night with us. Here's Jazz Basketball on the radio side. We get back to regular programming on CEC TV. Have a great weekend, everybody.